WPPS TV3 Sports welcomes you to Portland High School football. We now send you up to the booth and welcome in Steve Schwartz on play-by-play and John Coyne on color commentary.
Welcome everybody, Portland football, high school football. I am here along with Tony Napolitano. And we're filling in for Steve Schwartz and John Coyne on the final game of the season where the Bulldogs take on the Red Riots. And great to have Tony with me. Tony is a coach for the freshman football team.
That's right, John.
So, Tony, what do you think is going to develop here today? Teams kind of equally matched coming into the final game. What can we expect from South Portland?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, John. Both teams are evenly matched, I would say. I think a lot of people are looking forward to the Battle of the Bridge. But for myself, I played for Portland, and now as a coach for South Portland, it's great to see the rivalry from both sides. And I think we're going to see a really competitive game today.
Yeah, and you look at the individual stats, Tony, in the Eastern Division. Portland individually leading the stats in punt return, extra points with Quinn Clark, Teron Moss coming in number 4 as the quarterback for rushing. But as a team collectively, the numbers are not there for wins. Hopefully today they can string all that talent together and pull a big win up. But I think it's going to be a great game today.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Portland's been getting better every week. I know they have some talent. South Portland has played really well themselves. They've been competitive, and there are some real tough teams in the South, but I think they're coming to play today.
So we're going to be right back with the kickoff. You're watching WPPS Channel 3.
Coaches with positive comments and acts, and respect the decisions of the game officials. What you do and say during the contest reflects on your team, school, and community. We hope that you will enjoy the game by being a good sport. Good luck to both teams.
And on the far side of the field, here comes your Portland Bulldogs.
Head coach, Jim Hartman.
Kickoff in just a few minutes. Here we are in George Martin Memorial Field in South Portland. Beautiful October day, 72 degrees, great day for football. And we'll have the kickoff in just a minute.
Seegers.
Zach Johnson getting ready to kick off for the Red Riots as we start the final game of the regular season. Back to return Vincent Pasquale and Ben Stasium. Pasquale, number 4 in returns with an average of 25 yards, leading the Eastern Division. Looks like Stasium picks it up. Quickly taken down at around the 10-yard line, and that's where Portland will set up their drive, 1st and 10.
Wow, great coverage by the South Portland kicking team there.
Looks like a lot of speed moving down that field, Tony. Closed in on him real fast here.
Yeah, sure did. They got him from the outside, closed him down, ran him down from behind. Well, interested to see what Portland's going to do on offense here this week. It seems like they've changed it up a couple times.
Teron Moss brings his team to the line in a shotgun formation. Quick handoff to Zach Elowich. He's tied up right at the line of scrimmage.
Zach Elowich on the carry.
Looks like South Portland's fired up on defense here, ready for the big game.
Loss of 2 on the play makes it 2nd and 12.
South Portland coming in with a record of 3 wins and 4 losses, and the Bulldogs with 2 wins and 5 losses. Tony, should be a good game today. Looks like they're pretty equally matched on paper.
Yeah, throw the records out the window for the Battle of the Bridge.
Moss looks back, scrambles around, looks, keeps it, tries to turn it upfield, still on his feet. Take it down for a small gain, pickup of about 5 yards.
South Portland defense is really flying around out there this first series.
Bulldogs looking at a 3rd and 9.
Looked like Hunter Owen there, number 13. He's just a sophomore, but a real good player.
Moss lines up receivers left and right. Takes the snap, scrambles to the right, looking downfield, looking, keeping.
Oh,
and
looks like a fumble.
he did fumble that, but it looks like he came up with it, Tony. He was carrying that ball kind of loosely those last 2 runs.
It looked like it, yeah. Especially out in the open field there, you got to tuck that thing away.
Pickup of 4 makes it 4th and 5.
Portland going to punt the ball. 4th and 5.
Looks like Zach Johnson and Spencer who let back deep for South Portland.
Looks like about a 30-yard kick. Takes a Portland bounce and heads out of bounds at about the Portland 42-yard line, setting the Red Riots up with some really good field position to start their first drive.
Absolutely. This is the part of the game I was most excited to see, the South Portland offense versus the Portland defense. This should be good.
Portland takes over 1st and 10.
Just before the game, they had the homecoming celebration celebrating the seniors, and looked like half the team were seniors, Tony. I don't know what they're going to field next year, but it looks like half the team's leaving this year.
Yeah, they have a good number of seniors, really good senior class from what I've seen on the South Portland team. Great leadership, kids that are really buying into the program.
Jake Poole, number 14, takes his rights to the field, sets up in a shotgun formation. Twin receivers left, hands it off, keeps it himself. He's up the middle. He's got some room. Fights his way to the 30, make that the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 17 yards. Great hole right there, plenty of room for him.
Yeah, you're going to see that from Jake all day long. He runs hard, doesn't go down easily.
Gain of about 15 on the play. 1st and 10 for South Portland.
Good first run for the Riots. Poole still in the shotgun formation. Receivers left and right. Spencer Roulette with the carry. Tries to get the edge, but it is shut down. Vincent Pasquale closing that in.
Flag on the play.
Looks like a flag in the area of holding, I would think.
Yeah, you're right there, Tony.
Boy, Portland came up tough on the edge there, didn't they? They shut that play down nicely.
Yeah, Pasquale's got great speed, and they did a nice job coming in and closing that edge.
Moves the ball back to the 36-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 20 for the Riots. That holding penalty moves them back 10. Poole remaining in a shotgun formation, gets the call. Receivers twin right. Hands it off to Zach Johnson. Johnson, gain of 2, couldn't turn it. They did a nice job on that side of the field.
They sure did. Looks like Portland's tough on the edges, aren't they? You know, this is tough for a high school football team to be second and a long way to go like this. Let's see what South Portland dials up here.
Second and it looks like 19. Looks like a gain of 1 there. Poole sits back, rolls through his right, looking downfield, looking, fires, and it is
it's caught.
Completed. The number 24, Zach Johnson. Stasium coming in, looks like Stasium coming in on a move on that, but just missed it with his hand.
Yeah, that was great coverage, actually. Nice throw, nice catch.
That was a pickup of about 15, still 3rd and 6 for the Riots.
Well, they got to something manageable now.
Poole is such a threat, either throwing it or running it. He can definitely tuck it in and head upfield.
Definitely. They use him in both ways. Get him out on the edge, and he can throw it or run it.
Spencer Ouellette with the carry.
Ouellette on the carry.
I think
Pick
he's
up
a little
about
short.
5. You think he's short, Tony?
I think he might be.
Stopped just short of the first down.
I got to believe they're going to go for it down here.
Yeah, I would think so.
4th and 2 for the Riots. Receivers line up wide left and right. Poole still in a shotgun formation. Keeps it. Heads up the middle. Portland stuffing him on the line.
That's going to be close.
Jake Poole on the keeper.
Bulldogs doing a great job in jamming the middle of the field.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
not
think
sure
he's
they
gonna get
got
that.
there.
Officials.
No, that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Good defensive stands by the Bulldogs.
Wow, they really stepped up there.
Riots trying to spread the field and just take it up the middle, and they did a nice job on that. So the Bulldogs take over possession, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I was a little surprised they spread the field on that. You know, they had less than a yard to go. I thought they would have gone heavy and ran it right up the middle, but interesting.
Teron Moss staying in shotgun. 3 receivers lined up on the left. He's going to keep it. Heads up the middle, picks up some real estate. And it looks like he's hanging on to that ball a little better, Tony.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It was a nice tackle by Jake Poole out there.
Moss picks up 7 with a run up the middle, making it 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs.
Moss a real threat once they get him out in the open field, isn't he?
He's got some great speed. He is an incredible athlete, and believe it or not, basketball is his full power. So heavy receiver core, 4 lined up on the left side of the quarterback. Moss, again, keeps it. And looks like he fights for enough for a first down.
Moss calls his own number.
Interesting. I'd be curious to see what happens with that formation later on in the day. I don't think South Portland adjusted completely to all 4 of those receivers. I wonder if Portland's trying to set something up with that.
Get a look maybe, and then, you know, he definitely had some people open over there
Yeah.
if he could get it out there to him.
Looked like it.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 29-yard line with 5:58 remaining in the first quarter. We are at the final game of the season. Bulldogs coming out with the same look again. Moss keeping it. This way he's going to throw it. He's got it to Ben Stasium.
And there you go. They saw something last time.
Absolutely.
Moss's pass is complete.
Stasium picks up 7 on that.
Tackled by Jake Poole.
I think that's really all they want. If they can get 7 out of that and force South Portland to adjust, that starts to open some different stuff up.
2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs at their own 37-yard line. Pitch out to Vincent Pasquale, cuts back in, tries to find something in the middle. And he is shut down with a loss of about 1 yard.
That was a big play by the South Portland defense there.
Yeah, Pasquale trying to cut back, but nothing going there. They're doing a good job jamming up that middle.
Absolutely. Pasquale's another one. Portland has some guys that once they get in the open field, they're real trouble.
They have a lot of speed. Stasium, Pasquale, Moss. Griffin Foley, unfortunately, he's out right now, and Sam Nope. Moss drops back into shotgun, looking downfield, fires. He's got a receiver. He's going to have to go up and get it. Oh, broken up.
Great coverage down there.
Moss's pass, incomplete, broken up by Josh Frank.
Josh Frank's had a nice year at cornerback for the Red Riots. That was nice coverage.
Good throw by Moss. His receiver had to go up and get it. But Josh did a great job breaking it up. 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs. They're lined up in a punt formation.
Trying to flip field position here.
Bad snap, bounces, but there's no rush. Good kick. Drops it. Hit.
Wow, great punt coverage. That's Pasquale down there. Really nice play.
Spencer Ouellette, who drops the ball, and Pasquale, with great coverage, makes the tackle. So with 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter, no score. And we're back. Riots with the ball. Poole still operating in a shotgun formation. Receivers left and right. Takes the snap off, hands it off up the middle to Ouellette. He is jammed with no gain.
Boy, that Portland defense is tough, aren't they? Tough on the edges, and now they're clogging up the middle too.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
Big Charlie Eglin in there, jamming up that middle for him. Eglin, who is 6'4", 279 pounds, is making his presence known today. Second and 10 for the Riots. Ouellette in motion. Poole looks, fires. He's got Mollett and he got flats, and he breaks one tackle. He's got the open field. He's got another one. And he's wrapped up and pushed out of bounds by Zach Elowich. Elowich saving a touchdown as Ouellette breaks a couple tackles on a quick rollout pass.
Yeah, that's South Portland's strength right there, getting their athletes out in space, throwing the ball around a little bit. That was a big play.
Red Riots are 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 24-yard line.
Going empty backfield here.
And Poole's going to keep it, trying to find a seam. He does. He, fights his way through the middle, able to carry a couple of tacklers with him for a gain of about 7.
You'll see throughout the game, Poole's a really tough runner. He gets the tough yards in there. He almost always falls forward for an extra yard or two.
And I know this is your team, Tony. I'm watching him trying to get used to his movement. He's waiting for the blocking to develop.
Yeah,
which is sometimes they don't do that, but you can see him. He's waiting for it to develop.
Yep, absolutely.
Ouellette in the backfield. Shift. Nobody in the backfield at this point. Still shotgun formation. Receivers left and right. Quick rollout pass complete. Dylan Coombs with the reception.
Just to get back to your earlier point, South Portland employs a lot of zone blocking. And with zone blocking, a lot of times you want the back to be slow to the hole, then fast through the hole as the running lanes develop.
3rd and 1.
Teron Moss in on the stop, holding the Red Riots to 3rd and 1. Ouellette in the backfield. Gets the handoff. He's wrapped up quickly. Good penetration by Jamal Morbella.
Ouellette on the carry.
That's going to be close.
Jamal Mariba with the tackle.
Wow, another 4th down deep in Portland territory.
Moriba, great job penetrating that line and wrapping him up and holding him. 4th and inches for the Riots as they set up to go for it. That should be enough.
South Portland went big there.
Yeah.
Double tight end, full house backfield, and pound it right up the middle for the first down.
Spencer Ouellette carries for 1, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Red Riots. And time will be called as an injured Bulldog is on the field with 1:27 remaining in the first quarter. All right, Tony, here we go. For those of you watching WPPS Channel 3, we had a 30-minute delay here where one of the Portland football players was injured, and he had to be taken to the hospital. So our thoughts are with him and his family. And we're live back now with the Red Riots. Shotgun formation, receivers to the right. Poole's going to keep it. He's going to fight his way for a gain of about 8 yards. So, Tony, 30-minute delay. Tough to look at seeing that young man taken off in an ambulance. What does that do for a football team?
Well, John, interesting. I think a lot's going to depend on how the team responds. You got Portland with one of their teammates injured in an ambulance, South Portland on a long break. This is a pivotal point in the game. I'm curious to see which team responds the best.
2nd and 3 for the Red Riots, deep in Portland territory. Poole takes the snap. He's looking. He's going to keep it. Lowers his shoulder, and he has got a touchdown, Red Riots.
Wow, that's Jake Poole for you. He's been running hard all day, and that's really been how he runs all season long. Breaking tackles as he goes.
Doesn't look like South Portland skipped a beat, but the Bulldogs look a little flat-footed right there in the last 2 series.
Yeah, that's for sure. South Portland really seems fired up so far in this game. They've played the whole game so far on the Portland side of the field.
Riots lining up for the extra point. Poole to hold. Looks like Zach Johnson lined up to kick the extra point.
Yeah, Zach Johnson's a good kicker, too, in this league. He's had a really nice season so far.
And it is wide left. So with 37 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Red Riots 6, Portland Bulldogs nothing. Riots lined up. Zach Johnson looks left and right. He has got his foot into it. Squib kick.
Interesting kick.
Vincent Pasquale picks it up at the 20. He's wrapped up at the 30 or 29-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will start their drive, 1st and 10.
Interesting kick. I wonder if they're kicking it like that to keep the ball out of Pasquale's hands. I know he's a threat on kickoff return.
He lost a couple seconds back there trying to track it, so that was a good kick. Slowed him down.
Yeah, with a guy like that returning, you don't want to give him the ball with a running start. So smart kickoff by South Portland.
So after that injury, here comes the offense, and let's see if Teron Moss can get his team going. Moss still in the shotgun formation, twin receivers left and right. Hands off to Elowich. He picks up maybe 1 on the play.
Interesting, Portland still spreading them out and running the ball.
That middle of the field's been tough for the Red Riots, not really giving up a whole heck of a lot.
Yep. Portland's offense hasn't really started to get on track yet.
So that's the end of the first quarter with the Red Riots 6 and the Portland Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. Moss pitches it to Pasquale. He is quickly jammed up by that Red Riots defense.
Boy, the Red Riots defense is playing tough today, aren't they? Swarming to the ball.
And I think you mentioned it off camera, Tony. They've got an extra step in them today. They're pretty fired up right now. And
yeah, it's interesting. When you play these rivalry games, it's always interesting to see who steps up. Both teams are fired up.
3rd and 9 for the
Oh,
Red
and here
Rides.
comes Griffin Foley onto the field. Interesting.
Foley back after being out 3 games. Moss takes it, drops back, looking downfield. He's going to keep it. He's tucking it in. He's got some room on the outside. He's taking the corner. He's at the 45, 50, 40, 35, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Looks like the 40-yard line.
Wow, great run by Moss. That's really what Portland needed there. They needed a big play like that to jumpstart their offense. I know South Portland was worried about him breaking out into the open field, so I wonder if they have someone spying him when he drops back to pass or how they're handling that.
Still got to tuck that football. I saw a lot of pigskin out there running down, moving down the field.
Yeah, me too.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Red Rides 40-yard line. Moss staying in the shotgun formation. Stasium in motion. Actually, Pasquale, handoff to Pasquale. He's trying to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And there's a late flag being thrown. These late flags are generally unsportsmanlike, generally?
I would think, yeah, they looked a little late for holding, so.
It's going against the Riots.
There you go, unsportsmanlike.
That's going to be 15 big yards that the Riots don't want to give up.
No, that's first a long play to Moss, and now a tough penalty there.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Red Riots 25-yard line. 4 receivers lined up on the left-hand side.
We've seen
empty
this formation
backfield.
a couple times.
Moss looking, fires, and it is caught and dropped by Stasium.
Well, they definitely see something with that look. 4 receivers to one side.
I don't think he was going to go far, though, if he caught it. Looks like South Portland was moving fairly quickly on it, Tom.
Yeah, maybe they've caught on to that. Adjusted their formation a little bit on defense.
Second and 10, same formation. The Bulldogs must be seeing something out there. Moss is going to keep it, but he is going
what a play.
nowhere.
What a play. South Portland needed that play right there. They were looked like they were starting to get in some trouble, but
Hunter Owen saw that coming, number 13 for the Riots.
He's had a couple big plays today.
Shut him down with a loss of 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and a long 13 for the Bulldogs with 10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Elowich in the backfield. Moss dropping back, looking downfield. He's going to keep it again.
There he goes again.
Gets out of one, and he is pushed out of bounds. Pickup of about 7. It's going to be 4th and long for the Dogs.
Yeah, this is interesting here. I think they might be a little too far to kick this one. They're going to have to go for it.
Yeah, they dropped that in the end zone. What are you looking at? A difference of 3 yards probably back at the 20? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I saw their kicker practicing before the game started, and he was kicking it from about the 25-yard line. He made a bunch of them, but this might be a little outside of his range down at this end.
4th and 8 for the Bulldogs. Twin receivers lined up left and right. Moss looks, quick pass.
Good coverage by South Portland on that screen pass.
Quick pass to Nico Levitt, but he's not going to get enough for a first down for the Dogs, and they're going to turn it over on possession. And we're back, and the Red Rides take over on possession. Poole in a shotgun formation. Hands it off to Ouellette. He's got some room after bouncing off a couple. Pushes himself to about an 8-yard gain. Bulldogs had him wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, but just couldn't hold on to him.
No, he's a hard runner. He breaks a lot of tackles, keeps his legs moving. I saw him with the ball out there a little bit too, though.
Ouellette, 6'1", 190 pounds. He is a senior, along with most of the team.
Yeah, good senior class for South Portland this year. A lot of good leadership. I know they're really buying into Coach Stinson's program.
Poole stays in the shotgun with Ouellette to his left. Takes the snap. He's looking downfield. He's looking. He's firing. He's got a receiver, and it is broken up by Ben Stasio.
That was a great play by Ben, wasn't it? Got up there and knocked that ball down. Looked like it might be a completion at first, but it was a great play.
He did. He was tracking that right from the release. I actually thought he was going to make a play on it and pick it off. Kind of hung up there for a while.
Yep, absolutely. Great play at safety.
Third and 2 for the Riots.
That was a good time for South Portland to take a shot, though, second and short.
Their running game's doing well. We'll see how they can convert right here. Poole's going to keep it. He's got the corner. He's got the first down, and he's got more.
Oh, they got him out right here just across the 50.
Pushed out of bounds by the Bulldogs, Cameron Conley. At the Bulldog 48-yard line. That's obviously going to be enough for a first down for the Red Riots. Time called on the field. Charge to the Bulldogs. First and 10 for the Riots at the Bulldog 48-yard line. Poole in a shotgun. He's looking, he's firing. He's got a receiver open, caught.
Hunter Owen, sophomore. He's having a great game so far.
Poole throwing that pretty hard. Put it right in there. You did a nice job that time.
Yeah, he has a nice arm. He throws the ball well. South Portland can throw the ball around the yard a little bit.
That's going to be a first down at the Bulldog 36-yard line. Ouellette lines up to the right of Poole. Takes the snap, hands it off to Ouellette. He's trying to get the corner, comes back in. He's got a little bit of a seam, but he is quickly wrapped up and taken to the ground by Nathan Kapongo. Kapongo doing a great job in maintaining his position right there and getting that cutback.
Yeah, I really thought Portland had that shut down in the backfield, but Spencer cut up inside there, and Nate was waiting for him.
Second and 8 for the Riots. Poole's going to keep it this time. Bouncing off one, scrambling up the middle. He's got some room. Does a good job weaving in and out of that middle of the field. He's close to a first down.
South Portland really has two good running threats with Poole and Ouellette in the backfield.
Just short of the first down. 3rd and 1 for the Riots.
Well, this is 4-down territory here. I wonder if they take another shot knowing that they could get on 4th down.
I'm seeing a lot of confidence, Tony, with the Riots moving the ball right now. A little passing. The running game's working for him. Poole keeps it again. He's going to try to, he's weaving his outside, inside. It looks like he's got enough for a first down. And it looks good for a first down for the Riots. He's got some quick feet out there.
He sure does. Changes direction fast, and like I said, he always seems to fall forward. He always seems to get that extra 1 or 2 yards. Portland needs a stand here.
1st and 10 for the Riots at the Bulldogs' 22-yard line.
Looks like they got Artemis Stilley in the backfield now.
Stilley moves up next to Poole. Poole keeps it. Trying to hit that corner. But he's going nowhere. He's wrapped up by Nico Levitt. And another late flag coming in.
It's 5'5", 149 pounds. He's playing defensive tackle or nose tackle.
Battle of the Bridge getting a little chippy down there?
Might be. Always a high energy, high intensity game. Boy, that's a shame. Portland really couldn't afford that, the way South Portland's moving the ball. They have to make them work for every single yard.
Moves the ball inside the Bulldog 10-yard
So the unsportsman is costing the Bulldogs. It'll be first and goal for the Red Riots just inside the 10-yard line. Receivers back. Quick pass, tipped.
Wow, that was a nice play. Was that the defensive end that got a piece of that ball?
Yeah, that was broken up by Nico Levitt.
It's a nice play.
He had him coming across, too.
Sure did. That was probably saved a touchdown there. Looks like South Portland's going to spread them out again.
Twin receivers right, one to the left. Ouellette in the backfield, hands it off to Ouellette. Trying to hit the corner, cuts back. He's wrapped up, and there is a flag on the field.
Hand off to Ouellette. Flag on the play.
Ouellette probably picks up a yard, if that, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the flag is. It was right when the play was developing. My guess is holding. I haven't seen it yet, Tony. I don't know if you have.
I didn't see the official signal, but yeah, they're marking off 10 yards.
Penalty is holding against.
So it is holding against the Riots.
Moves the ball back to the 20-yard line.
So it is second and goal for the Riots at the Bulldog 20-yard line.
Boy, John, that changes the look, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Boy, they were inside the 10, and now long way to go.
Poole looking, looks like a screen
Screen
play
pass.
development. He's got plenty of room.
Wow.
Nobody is stopping him.
What a
Wide
call.
open, Ouellette in for the touchdown for the Red Riots.
Wow, that was a great call by the South Portland offense. Well executed.
Nobody within 10 yards of him.
Well, this is really the matchup I was looking forward to, the South Portland offense versus the Portland defense. Looks like South Portland's getting the best of that one.
Zach Johnson lines his crew up for the extra point. He missed the last one. We'll see if he made adjustments. Poole to hold. Here's the snap. The kick is underway, and it is good. With 5 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the second quarter, the Red Riots 13, your Portland Bulldogs nothing. All right, we're back for the kickoff. Zach Johnson sets his team, puts his foot into it, and it is underway. Stasium at the 15. And it's a reverse to Pasquale at 7.
Boy.
He's got some real estate. He's looking to cut it up and some speed. He's at the 50, the 45, and he's dragged down at the Red Riots 42-yard line.
Boy, that was well executed, wasn't it, John?
It was. He sucked in that whole team on that play. And with that breaking speed of Vincent Pasquale, I think he's number 4 in the Eastern Division. He averages 24 yards of return. This is definitely going to boost him up this week.
Absolutely. That was a great run. And, you know, with South Portland's really aggressive kickoff coverage unit, that's a way to slow them down, fake it one way and have the reverse coming back the other way.
We'll see if this sparks a fire in Teron Moss's offense. 3 receivers lined up to the near side. Moss with the snap. Hands it off to Elwich, and he fights his way, looks like for a first down. 10-yard gain on the play.
Boy, if Portland can get that run game going, that's going to open some stuff up for them.
First down for the Bulldogs.
First down, Portland.
So 2 big plays. Let's see if they can string a couple together.
Yeah.
Get on the board. Elowich lines up to the right. Moss takes the snap. It looks like he's going to keep it, try to find a seam. He's going on the right side. Pushes his way up and able to pick up 4 or 5.
Yeah, he just got right in behind his blockers there. Portland had nice blocking up front, and he followed him right up the field. It was a nice gain on first down.
Picks up about 6 yards, second and 4 for the Bulldogs.
Now, earlier we saw Griffin Foley. I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, he was in for a couple plays, but I haven't seen him back either.
Nope on the far side. Stays him. on the near side. Moss with the shotgun. Keeps it. Looking for a cuts it up. Not much room there. Probably a pickup of 1.
Good play by the South Portland defense.
Moss on the carry. Tackled by Nate.
This is an important drive here coming down towards the half. If Portland can punch it in, it's a whole new game. If South Portland can stop them and start going the other way, obviously that's going to put Portland in a tough position.
Big third down for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 5 at the Riot 25-yard line. Moss looking, firing. He's got a receiver over and caught.
Griffin Foley.
Foley with a catch and enough for a first down.
You mentioned him, John. There he is.
Quick pass to Foley, knowing where the first down marker is, and great pass by Moss.
Boy, having him in there really changes the Portland offense, doesn't it? He's such a threat.
And it's got to change the defensive makeup for the Red Riots. They know he's a threat.
Yeah, I would think so.
Hand off to Elowich. He's fighting his way. He's a strong kid. Hey, he's not going to go down easy.
It's another nice inside run by Portland.
Elowich picks up 5.
Portland's chewing up the clock. I think their ideal scenario is run the clock down and punch this in right before the half.
Sure. Second and 5 for the Bulldogs. Moss looking downfield, fires it, puts it up. That's not going to work there.
Yeah,
it was caught for a touchdown by Nico Levitt, but we could see it from here. He pushed him to the ground.
Yeah, we could.
I think I threw something. I think I threw my flag. I don't know from that one.
Yeah, you know, it was a good throw. He was in good position, I think. Just got a little over-eager there.
Yeah, trying to get some separation.
That's a big penalty right there.
So the penalty against Levitt's going to bring that back to the 26-yard line. Will be 2nd and 15 for the Bulldogs with 2:52 remaining in the second quarter. Moss takes the snap. He's looking downfield. He's going to tuck it in, and he's going. He doesn't get too far, though. He's wrapped up.
Boy, that was an excellent play. That was really nice play by Nick Penny, defensive lineman, closing down the running lane for Moss.
Penny's been doing a good job all day.
Really solid on both sides of the ball. It's tough for a defensive lineman to catch Moss in open space like that. That was a big play.
Third and 13 for the Bulldogs as the clock ticks. 2:18 remaining in the second quarter. Bulldogs down by 13, looking to get their first score of the day.
Oh, they give it to Elowich.
Elowich, who is fighting, and he is not going down today.
What a run.
He's still not down. That may be enough for a first down. That is a first down. Elowich with a 15-yard carry right up the gut.
That was
keeps
a big
this drive
call.
alive.
Big call by the Bulldogs, running up inside there. That was a great run. Great first down.
They've had some big runs with Elowich. I'm surprised they haven't gone back to him more often.
Yeah, well, they have a bunch of guys with Moss, with Elowich, with Pasquale. I think trying to spread the ball around is one of their challenges.
Receivers left and right. Pasquale in motion. Hand off to Elowich. He's wrapped up that time.
That's Nick Penny again. Boy, he is having a good game at defensive line, isn't he?
He is. He is. He's giving them a hard time up the middle.
Well, this is exactly what Portland was looking for, I think. Having a chance to punch it in right before the half. 1 minute left.
Griffin Foley checks himself into the game. He's been out 3 games. He's got an injury. He lines up wide left. Pasquale stays him to the right. Shotgun formation. Pasquale in motion. Fake to him. Moss is going to keep it. And he's just not getting anywhere on the ground. I think they're really keying in on him. They've got to come up with something a little different, but Moss is just getting nowhere.
No, he's really not. South Portland defense is really standing up here. 30 seconds left in the half. 2 plays.
So with time called on the field by the Portland Bulldogs, 35 seconds left in the second quarter. So we're back with 35 seconds remaining. Bulldogs trying to get on the board. They have been stuck in the red zone all day. 3 receivers lined up right. Griffin Foley to the left. Moss takes the snap, looking downfield. He's getting some rush from the outside. Here's the throw, up for grabs, incomplete. Intended for Sam Nope.
Boy, he got some pressure there, didn't he? South Portland was all over him.
Coming in from his blind side.
Artemis Stilley from that blind side there. Well, this is it. One more play for Portland to punch it in before the half. What do you think they dial up here, John?
Well, time is called, so we're going to take a quick break right now as the Riots call timeout to make adjustments on their end. So Quinn Clark is going to go for a field goal. Quinn Clark leading the Eastern Division with most points. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up and underway, and it is good.
There you go. Portland takes the points.
That's why he's number 1 in the Eastern Division right now. Quinn Clark.
10-point ball game.
With a field goal, putting the Bulldogs on the board, 13-3 with 24 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Quinn Clark lines up his special teams, puts the foot into it, and it is a squib kick. Rolling, you don't want that. So, with 24 seconds left, Coach, the ball goes out of bounds. They put it
they're going to make them re-kick it from 5 yards back.
Okay.
I think South Portland wants to try to get a return here.
You take a knee, you throw you throw it downfield. What do you do?
I think it's going to depend on where they get the ball. If they get a decent run back, why not take a shot at it?
Things seem to be working for the Riots. Their passing game, the quick passes, the running game, something could break fast there. You're right, I wouldn't take a knee. So on a re-kick with a penalty of 5 yards back. Kick is up and a better one underway.
That was a good kick.
Looks like Oleg grabs it at the 25. Dances around a little bit. He's wrapped up. Gain of about 10 yards. He's taken down at the 31-yard line.
Well, here we go. South Portland football, 20 seconds left. I wouldn't be surprised to see them take at least one shot.
Well, Coach, you've got eyes on this secret playbook. You must have something that you want to reveal right now and let us know what they're going to pull out.
I'm not sure that I do.
Oh, come on. You've looked at the secret book. It looks like a knee.
They are going to take a knee. I was wrong.
Obviously, you're not high enough up so they can show you the book yet.
That's for sure.
So the Riots are going to take a knee, and we're going to end the second quarter with South Portland 13 and your Portland Bulldogs 3. And we're back at second half football, starting the third quarter. Quinn Clark puts the foot into it. Ouellette starts off at the 10. Lowers his shoulder and is taken by down Teron Moss at the 32-yard line, and that's where they'll start their drive, 1st and 10.
South Portland takes over 1st and 10.
Let's see what adjustments were made at halftime here. South Portland gets the ball to start the second half. See if they can pick up where they left off.
So what do you tell your team, Tony, in South Portland right now? Continue what you're doing right now, drive the ball, pound the ball.
Absolutely. Let's keep doing what we're doing. We've been controlling the game so far. And for Portland, I think they really need to step up on defense, get a couple big plays here.
Poole continues in shotgun. Hands off to Ouellette. He's wrapped up, whistles blow with a gain of probably forward progress about a yard.
Pick up about a yard. Second one.
Boy, it'd be big for Portland if they could get a stand here, get the ball back.
Second and 9 for the Red Riots. Poole, quick snap, quick pass, complete. Out to Hunter Owen. Owen picks up about 4 yards.
There's that quick passing game again. Portland's not in bad shape here, though. 3rd and 4 or 5. They're on the South Portland side of the field. If they can get a stop, they'll get the ball back.
Jonah Green for the Bulldogs in on the stop. 3rd and 5. Big third down here for the Bulldogs if they could stop them here.
That would be the start they're looking for to this second half.
Stilley in the backfield, a little bit of motion by Ouellette. Snap back to Poole. He's looking, he scrambled around. Flag on the play. Pass is dropped in and out of the hands of Jimmy Tobias. But a flag on the play.
What do we have, an illegal shift there?
That's exactly what it is. It is going to be a decline, which is a good call. Bring up 4th and 5 for the Riots.
Well, that's exactly what Portland wanted coming out of the halftime there. Stop them, get the ball back.
Moss and Vincent Pasquale back to receive for the Bulldogs. High snap in. Not a good kick, but takes it's touched. It's touched. It's a loose ball. That is Red Riot football right there.
That was a mistake. That was a big mistake by Portland. They got the stop that they wanted, and then for some reason he tried to field the ball instead of just letting it go.
Bounced off of Pasquale. He was going towards the ball with Red Riots all around him, and it took a football hop, touched him, and the Red Riots were able to jump on it and start their drive 1st and 10 in Bulldog territory at the 31-yard line.
Huge break for South Portland, huge break.
Lonely backfield, Poole looking downfield, fire. He's got a receiver open. The pass is there, and
what
it is
a catch!
Spectacular catch by number 22, Spencer Ouellette.
Boy, he's had a good game today. He's caught the ball, quick passes, now this long pass down deep.
Man coverage and great pass by Poole. He just went up and took it.
Sure did. Got position on the defensive back and got it.
1st and goal for the Riots at the 3-yard line. Poole takes it. He's going to keep it. Touchdown, Red Riots.
You know, it's really common in football when you get a turnover to take a shot right afterwards, and that's exactly what Portland did. What South Portland did, excuse me.
And that's got to be so frustrating for the coaches on the Portland side. They had them exactly where they wanted. 4th down, punt, start your drive, and now they find themselves with a quick touchdown by the Riots.
Yeah, and frustrating for the players too. You know, the question is, how do the players bounce back? How do they pick each other up? They're about to get the ball back here. Let's see if they can do something on offense.
Poole to hold, Johnson the kick. And it is good. So, with 9 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Red Riots take advantage of a big Portland mistake and go up 20-3. And we're back. Johnson sets a special team, puts the foot into it, and it is a bad kick. Fair catch. Good smart play right there, and he gets hit.
Fair catch called by
Cameron Conley, great heads-up play right there, calling for a fair catch and draws a penalty.
Yeah, it's the right play when the ball is kicked up in the air like that. I wasn't sure. I thought the South Portland player was pushed into him, but regardless, fair catch. You can't touch the guy catching the ball. Well, Portland's going to have good field position here.
So with the penalty, this is going to put the Bulldogs at the Red Riot 47-yard line, 1st and 10. And you're right, Tony. Let's see if this little momentum change right here can help them out.
Well, they got most of the half left, so they can do their regular offense here.
4 receivers to the wide right, empty backfield, Moss in a shotgun formation. Takes the snap, again keeps it, looking for a hole, pushes, picks up 4.
Moss on the carry, dragged down by Artemis Stone.
He's just looking for that gap where he can just accelerate with that speed he's got.
Sure is. Looks like that's Portland's go-to play right now. 4 wide and then let Moss run it.
Second and 7. Looks like a pickup 3 on that play. Same setup on the other side of the field. 4 receivers to Moss's left. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it and looks. Can't find anything. Turns it.
It's a nice tackle by Jake Poole there coming up. Looks like Moss had some space, but Poole made a nice open field tackle.
Well, for a quarterback, Moss is number 4 in rushing for the Eastern Division. So it makes sense that he's pushing the ball all day.
Absolutely. He's a super threat once he breaks through the line and gets in the open field. He's hard to track down.
Big 3rd down here for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 5 at the 42-yard line of the Red Riots. Same formation, empty backfield. Moss now is going to fire it. Back to Pasquale. He's actually caught it 3 yards back, and they're able to push him back for a loss.
He's tackled for a loss.
Yeah, for a loss of 3. It'll be 4th and 7 for the Bulldogs. Just can't get that out there quick enough to him.
No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay, so Portland's going to punt here and try to pin South Portland back. That was a big opportunity they missed there. They couldn't even get a first down.
Ouellette and Johnson back to receive. Elowich with a fake play. There's a pass, and he's caught.
What a
Nico
call. What
Levitt.
a throw.
Great pass by Elowich with a trick play to Levitt, and that's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down. They needed something like
They
that,
sure
Tony.
did. Maybe that was the big play they've been looking for. Great call, great execution there.
For 16 yards and a Bulldog first down.
I believe that's the second time the Bulldogs have pulled that play off this year.
Well, great time to do it.
Handoff to Elowich. He's driving full speed, but he's wrapped up with a gain of just about 3.
Well, if Portland can get that running game going again, they had the inside run game going at the end of the half, and that opened up some other things for them for their only scoring drive of the game.
Bulldogs come to the line, trying to put something up on the board to get back into this game. They're behind 20-3. Full backfield. Moss. Motion by Stasium. Pitch out to Stasium. Trying to find a seam. Gets nowhere. Looks like he's wrapped right up with Ouellette.
Stasium takes the pitch. Tackled by Spencer Ouellette.
Different play that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, they went toss to the left side, and Ouellette came up fast from his safety position. Looked like Portland had numbers to the outside at first, but South Portland filled the alley fast.
3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Elowich lines up next to Moss. Moss looking downfield. No, he's going to keep it now, trying to run up the middle. He's got some real estate, and he's still on his feet. Flag on the play. He's got the corner. He's down at the 10, wrapped up. Another flag. two flags on the play. Looks like two different issues.
Sure does. I wonder if that first one's holding back near the line of scrimmage.
This is what the Portland wanted, to get Moss some real estate and get those quick feet going. But we'll see what the officials come up with after they sort this out. Looks like holding on the Bulldogs. And we'll have to see what the second penalty is.
Two holding calls on Portland on one play. Every time it seems like they get something going, they make a bit of a mistake.
Ball moves back to the 29-yard line. Be 3rd and 10.
So that's going to push the Bulldogs back 10 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Three receivers lined up right. Elowich in the backfield. Moss is dropping right back, looking downfield. Quick pass. He's got someone open in the middle. He's got Elliott open in the middle. Levitt. Levitt has been his big receiver. That's come through huge for him.
He sure has. That was a nice pass play by Portland.
Moss to Nico Levitt for a gain of 15 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. At the Red Riot, looks like 15-yard line.
Well, Portland has it going again. Let's see if they can punch one in here.
Moss hands off to Elowich. No gain on there. He's wrapped up pretty tight at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Brad Seegers.
Well, I think it's important for Portland to keep that inside run game going, just to hold the linebackers, to hold the defensive line. Then if they can get Moss to the edge.
Still about 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Griffin Foley checks himself into the game. He looks like he's on man coverage. Vincent Pasquale in motion. He's looking for Foley all the way. Here's the pass. It is almost intercepted.
Boy, Foley can't even run out there. I don't know if you saw that, but he's having a hard time getting around out there. It's he must really want to play this game.
Yeah, he's limping right now, heading back to the huddle. Alex Story getting good position on that ball, almost picked that off.
Yeah, he was in great coverage back there. Well,
when he's healthy, though, that's, man coverage, that's the guy you want to go to right there.
Absolutely. He's been a threat for Portland for the last couple of years in that exact situation.
3rd and 10. Handoff to Vincent Pasquale. He's dancing in the middle, hit left, bounced off one, but wrapped up. Picks up 6 on the play. They are in field goal range of Quinn, but I think at this point they need 7 points.
They do. I think you're right there. Well, 4th and 5 here. I'm curious to see what Portland goes with. They've had some success.
Time is called on the field. The Red Riots want to talk to their defense. And with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, Red Riots 20, Portland Bulldogs 3. So we're back. We're back. A big 4th down for the Bulldogs as they try to get on the board with the touchdown. Moss takes it looking downfield. He's looking, he's fired. He's got an open. Nico Levitt.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bulldogs. Levitt in heavy coverage.
He's having a great game so far, isn't he?
He is having a spectacular game, and he's keeping the Bulldogs in it.
Yeah, that kept him in the game right there. They had to get a touchdown there.
Moss throwing a strike to Levitt.
That short passing game's been on for Portland, hasn't it? They were a vertical passing game in the past, but they have those crossing routes going.
Foley to hold. The kick is up and good. So with that quick touchdown by the Bulldogs with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, Red Riots 20, Bulldogs 10.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. He's got some real estate. Zach Johnson with
Returned
a
it right up the
50-yard
middle.
kickoff return right up the middle. Sets up the Red Riots, with some great field position.
You know, Portland has a reputation as a gritty team, and I think this is going to test their grit right here.
Oh, absolutely.
If they can bear down and get another stop, especially after that kickoff return, they'll be right in this game.
So the Red Riots, with 3:49 on the clock in the third quarter, start their drive after that 50-yard kickoff return at the Bulldogs' 34-yard line, 1st and 10. Poole hands it, keeps it. He's got the corner. Breaking 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Finally taken down at the 19-yard line.
That read option with Poole keeping it's been a great play for them all day.
It's really frozen that defense, hasn't it?
Sure has.
The run is good for a Red Riot. First down.
First and 10 for the Riots.
Let's see if Portland can come up with a big play here.
Hand off to Ouellette. And he's tied up at the line of scrimmage with no gain.
That was a nice play by the Portland front 7 there, clogging up those running lanes.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 at the Bulldog 19-yard line.
There's actually a lot of time left in this game.
And, you know, and the Red Riots are not in a hurry. You know, you can see them just running the clock down, getting their call. Here's a shift. Twin receivers right. Ouellette in the backfield. Poole takes a snap. He's going to keep it. And he's finding nothing there up the middle. He's wrapped up fairly quickly by the Bulldogs.
Elowich was in on that tackle. He's having a nice game so far. This is what Portland needs here. They can get a stop, get the ball back. They get a chance to drive down and get another score.
Jamel Moribah, number 21 for the Bulldogs, having a good game today, clogging up that middle.
Boy, what a difference between having Eglin in there and having him in there at nose guard. There's a big size difference there.
Poole sets his offense, takes the snap, look downfield, quick pass, open, touchdown, Red Riots. Quick pass to Hunter Owen over the middle. And Hunter Owen, 6'5", 220. He's no small frame out there, Tony.
No, just a sophomore, too. He's really had a nice day on offense and defense.
Wide open coming across the middle. He looked like Gronkowski coming through there, didn't he?
He did. Well, that changes the game for Portland.
Quick score by the Red Riots after that big kickoff return. And the snap, pull the hold. Johnson the kick. And flag on the play.
Oh, was that a false start?
False start against
Yeah.
the Riots.
Looked like the line moved before the ball was snapped. Well, every time Portland gets themselves back in this game, South Portland answers.
They answer it. Yes, they do.
Portland really has a reputation of being a gritty team, but I think South Portland's playing with a good amount of grit today themselves. Every time they need to answer, they've been able to do that so far.
So the Riots will try it again. The kick is up and underway, and it is good. So With 1:43 remaining in the third quarter, the Red Riots 27, Portland Bulldogs 10. And Johnson looks over his special teams, kicks it off. It is mishandled but grabbed again by Vincent Pasquale, and he is quickly tackled.
Wow, great kick coverage. South Portland's had good kick coverage all day. Good special teams.
Jimmy DeBias just driving down the field, kicking Pasquale's legs up and stopping him before he could really get going. And I think the Riots have looked at their tapes. They really are keying in on Teron Moss. They're taking the speed away around this explosive Portland Bulldog offense.
Yeah,
we haven't seen Pasquale get going all day.
No, we haven't. Besides that one reverse on the kick return there, he hasn't been able to get into the open field.
Moss takes the snap, looks downfield, quick pass to Elowich. Elowich has got a little running room, turns the corner, picks up 5.
Well, that's a good start to this drive. I'd say South Portland really has won the special teams battle today. That's been part of the difference in the game so far.
Second and 4 for the Bulldogs. Moss hands it off to Elowich. Looks like he lost the ball, but he's already down on the play.
Short gain there. Portland's going back to that inside run game. Let's see what they set up off it.
And Zach Elowich, who is also a wrestler, is such a strong player. They've been having a hard time bringing him down. Taking him one-on-one is possibly just impossible.
Yeah, great athlete, tough kid.
Portland lining up with 4 receivers to the right. Moss keeps it. He's got the corner. Gets enough for a first down. Takes it just over the 40-yard line, probably 1st and 10 at the 41. I'm not seeing South Portland's not dropping any coverage out there with those guys. They're keeping them all inside, waiting for Moss to run the ball. They're actually, you tell me, it looks like they're taunting him to throw the ball out there.
Yeah, well, maybe they definitely recognize the strength of the Portland running game, so, line up accordingly.
Whistles are blown, and that is the end of the third quarter with the Red Riots 27 and your Portland Bulldogs 10.
Bulldogs 10.
So the start of the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs find themselves down by 17 points, 1st and 10. Moss takes the snap, hands it off to Vincent Pasquale. He is a
ball's
fumble,
out.
and it is still rolling around.
Pasquale fumbles on the play.
Looks like Portland has recovered the ball, but it's a big loss. Looks like he lost 5-6 yards on the play. 2nd and 16.
Well, to your point earlier, John, they want to get Pasquale going. They're trying to find ways to get the ball into his hands, see if they can get him into the open field.
Moss sets his offense, 4 receivers wide right, empty backfield. Sets back, looks downfield, looks, hangs onto it, scrambles around, rolls out, sets up, fires, and it's up, caught.
Zach Elowich.
Zach Elowich coming back to get it.
Great catch. That's how to go up and high point the ball, isn't it, John?
Absolutely. Help his quarterback out and get back there and get that. Looks like a 25-yard play. 1st and 10 at the Red Riot 36-yard line.
Well, they switched up with the formation that time. They sent all 4 guys deep from that 4-man look.
Elowich in the backfield. Moss takes the snap, hands off to Elowich. Drives forward, gain of 2.
Elowich on the rush. Tackled by Nick Penny.
Well, like you said, John, he's a wrestler. You know he's not going to get tired out there. Just keep feeding him the ball.
He's got that's a big South Portland line he's going in there. Penny is doing a great job today, and they're doing a great job stuffing. That's a big line. I wouldn't want to run in there.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. I saw Penny help him up after that run. You know, it was a little chippy earlier, but it looks like there's some good sportsmanship out there.
Well, when you get a 17-point lead, and you're in the fourth quarter, everything's good.
True.
Pasquale in motion, quick pass out to Nope, and he is swallowed up.
Tremendous play by Jake Poole.
Poole reading that all along, slow to develop. That's going to be a loss of 4 or 5 yards on that one.
About 7 on the play.
Griffin Foley's coming back on the field. I'm surprised he's out there, to be honest with you, the way he was limping around, but you know, last battle of the bridge game, you know he wants to play.
Why doesn't he? He's a tough kid. He's a competitor. 3rd down and about 14 for the Bulldogs at the 39-yard line of the Red Riots. Moss is back looking downfield, looking, scrambling, looking. He's going to keep it. He's tucking it in. He's running. He's got a first down and more.
Boy, he's fast in the open field,
and he doesn't
he?
even look it. He doesn't even look like he's going fast.
Just gliding out there. You know, it's the same thing on the basketball court.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
is really fast out there.
He makes it look easy.
Yep. He's playing at a different speed sometimes.
Moss picks up about 17. It is 1st and 10 at the Red Riot 20-yard line. Stasium lines up wide right. Elowich in the backfield. Hand off to Elowich. Fights his way. They've wrapped up his shoe, but he's still fighting. As I said, it takes more than one to bring down Zachary Elowich.
That's for sure. Well, there goes Portland. Pound the ball up the middle again. Decent yardage. And now let's see what they do off that inside run.
2nd and 7. Griffin Foley limps himself into the game. Sets up wide left along with Stasium and Vincent Pasquale. Nico Levitt lined up in man, it looks like, on the right side. Moss takes the snap, keeps it.
QB keep all the way. Portland looks like they're getting their offense going a little bit now. They've had some decent run plays. They've had some nice pass plays to Levitt and Elowich. Looks like they're having some success out there now. They could really use a touchdown here.
Moss picks up enough for a first down. It's 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Just over 7 minutes remaining in the game. Bulldogs down 17. Three receivers lined up left. Moss scanning the defense. Takes the snap. Quick throw, but bounces short to Pasquale. He had some real estate in front of him. If that ball was there, maybe a little out front, Coach.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, Portland's been lining up for those wide screens all day. They just haven't been able to connect on a bunch of them. It looks like there's some real estate out there if they can get the ball out, but once again, they're not able to complete the screen pass.
Second and goal. That incomplete pass stops the clock at 7:37. The clock is the enemy for the Bulldogs right now.
Portland can't get a first down here, so they got to get a touchdown from the 10.
Moss takes the snap. He's looking left, he's got to keep it. He's heading up the middle, and he fumbles it.
Wow.
And it's that, you know, we were talking about that right from the first play, right? It's a lot of pigskin out there.
Yep.
Exposed.
Holding it like a loaf of bread sometimes.
Yeah,
you know,
you got it.
He got lucky the way the ball bounced, came right back to him.
And he may have well been able to punch that in if he was able to hold that on, at least take it right down to the goal line.
Yeah, he had some space. You know, it was a nice play by the South Portland defender going for the ball, seeing it out there and knocking it out of his hand.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Moss able to recover his own fumble. Elowich in the backfield. Levitt lined up wide right. He's looking left, looks over the middle. He's got him, and Vincent Pasquale, touchdown.
Wow.
Off a deflection, Pasquale able to keep his eyes on it and comes down with a reception.
South Portland was in the right defense. They were in the right spot. Just a great play by Pasquale to keep his eyes on that tip ball and bring it in.
Looks like Brad Seagars just put that tip on that, and Pasquale able to keep his eyes on it.
Portland is just not going away, are they?
No, they're not.
They're hanging tough.
Foley with the hold. Quinn Clark, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6 minutes and 37 seconds remaining for the Battle of the Bridge. The Red Riots 27 and the Portland Bulldogs 17. Quinn Clark sets his special teams. Kick is up and underway. Ouellette with the carry at the 15, 20, 25. And wrapped up at the 32-yard line.
That was better coverage by South Portland that time.
So the Red Riots, with 6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining, going to try to kill the clock, obviously. That's no big secret there. And they've had a strong running game all day. Let's see if they stay with it.
Yeah, I would think they would, and I think Portland would load up the box and try to stop that run. Maybe go man-to-man in the secondary or something, put an extra guy in the box and try to stop that run game.
Portland going to be looking to strip the ball, trying to make a big play, try to get that ball back in their hands any way they can.
Absolutely. And there they go. Look at that box loaded up.
Poole for the first time lines up over center.
South Portland just wants to keep the clock moving. They get a first down here, and they can really chew up a lot of time.
Ouellette with the carry, picks up 3. Second and 7 for the Red Riots. And good adjustments here by the coach. Moving them over center. Let's run the clock. Let's not make any mistakes. Hang on to the ball. As I say that, he goes back and shucks.
They're keeping us guessing, John.
Yeah, they do. They do. Poole with the keeper. Tries to find the outside, cuts back in. Pasquale gets first hands on him. Slows him up.
Still they're still running the ball, though.
Yeah.
Still running the ball. Change it up a little bit in formation, but keep that clock moving.
So Poole picks up a yard. 3rd and 6. Just watching the clock. The coach on the sidelines. He's telling them when to get that huddle going, when to get to the line. They want to chew up as much as that time as they can.
Let's see if South Portland keeps the ball on the ground here if they try to get a first down. I'm going to bet they run it.
Ouellette lines up in the backfield.
Poole
looking at the right side. He's looking downfield. He's going to keep it. He is throwing. He's got a receiver open.
Wide open. It's a bold call. Bold call by the South Portland offense.
Jimmy Tobias, number 28. We didn't call Jimmy out much today. He's been in a couple big plays, but wide open down the field.
I think everyone was thinking run there, John.
Sure, absolutely.
Play is good for 46 yards.
46-yard play, 1st and 10 for the Red Riots as they continue their drive on the Bulldogs' 19-yard line. We've seen this all day. The Red Riots come right back when Portland scores.
Yep.
And they just march right down the field.
They've answered all day long.
Poole takes the snap, hands off to Ouellette, lowers his shoulder, drives up the middle. He's wrapped up.
Yep, and here goes South Portland running the ball again, eating up that clock.
Absolutely. 4:37 remaining in the game. Poole having a, I guess, Coach, you see him all the time. Spectacular day. 186 yards passing.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well. Here he goes running the ball well again. He's really had a great day.
He is, what a threat. Running, throwing.
And, in South Portland spread offense, you want to have a quarterback that can do both.
So he keeps it there. And I think he's up to, I think he's up to about 95 yards rushing.
Yeah. He could go over 200 yards passing and 100 yards rushing on the day. That would be a great day for him, for sure.
So flag on the play, pushes the Red Riots back. It's 2nd and 12 at the Bulldog 20-yard line, with just under 4 minutes remaining in the game.
Double tight ends for South Portland.
And there's the pitch up to Zach Johnson.
Zach Johnson on the sweep, tackled by Jonah Green.
Looks like he was able to stay in bounds there and keep the clock running.
Jonah Green steps up for the Bulldogs. And that's the biggest piece of it, is staying in bounds.
Yeah. This is the drive that South Portland needed here. Keep that clock running, get some first downs.
3rd and 13. Roulette in the backfield. Poole still running in shotgun formation. Takes the snap down low, looking downfield, looking quick. Fire throw, caught. Hunter Owen over the middle. And you know what? They're not slowing down. If only the New England Patriots could play like this, right?
Yeah.
They get a lead and they stop, but not the South Portland.
No, they're staying aggressive. They're running their offense. They've had a great mix of run and pass all day, and they're just keeping it going on this final drive. But 4th down here now.
Owen's pass is complete for about 10 yards, but it's just not enough for 4th down. So it'll be 4th and 2. Pitch out to Ouellette. He lowers his shoulder. That should be enough for a 1st down. And it is, and this should probably put the end to this.
Well, South Portland did exactly what they had to do. They answered that. They answered on this drive. They ate the clock up. They got themselves down to scoring position. It's really been a nice offensive day for the Red Riots today.
Poole sets his offense. 1:55 on the clock. Ouellette moves up to his left. Poole keeps it. Runs it up the middle. Second and goal for the Red Riots at the 3-yard line. They're ahead 27-17.
Well, the Bulldogs don't want to let them in here. They want to finish this game strong. They want to see if they can get a stop.
Hand off to Ouellette. Wanted to put that ball over the end zone, but just hung on to it. Good smart play right there.
Picks up a couple, 3rd and goal.
So they're not taking a knee. Are they taking a knee here, or you think they're just going to try to drive it in?
37 seconds left. It's 3rd down. They're definitely going to let the clock run all the way down. I think they're probably going to run this play.
And touchdown for the Red Riots.
Riley Campbell
fullback dive there.
Riley Campbell with a touchdown carry, and by the sounds of the crowd, that's uncommon for Riley Campbell to get a touchdown. Is that right?
I'd say so.
Well, good for Riley.
Yep, on senior day, rivalry game, getting a touchdown is always great.
The extra point is good. So with 24 seconds remaining, the Red Riots 34 and the Portland Bulldogs 17. We'll be right back. And we're back. Kick is up and on its way. Ben stays in with the carries at the 30, 35, close to the 40.
Ben stays in on the kickoff return for the Bulldogs.
And with 16 seconds left, it looks like the second team's going to get their legs stretched.
Looks they got some of the subs in there. And why not? You know, it's a rivalry game. You know, last home game of the regular season. Let all the guys get on the field if you can. They've been practicing hard all year.
Absolutely. So with 16 seconds left, Moss brings his offense to the line, takes the snap. He's looking downfield, sets up a long throw, and it is intercepted.
Jimmy Tobias again.
Jimmy Tobias coming on strong in the second half, has his first pick of the day.
Well, I would think South Portland takes a knee at this point, and that's the end of it.
I don't know. They may have a trick play up the sleeve.
Yeah, they're in victory formation now.
Artemis still in as the, thought it was the quarterback, but probably not. And he's going to take a knee, and this one's going to be in the books. So, the final game of the season and the Battle of the Bridge goes to the South Portland Red Riots on a game well played. With the score 34-17, Red Riots.